Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, time is up. Let's start the class. Let's take a quick look at what we have seen in the last program. From there, we will continue the class.
So
Um,
shall
you
I
can,
give the host for you?
it is already given, ne? Co-host you have given, ne? So
Co-host. Yeah,
that's fine.
it's okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So when
okay,
it is getting recorded, that is fine, Suleha. Thank you.
okay,
We'll continue.
okay, sir.
Um, what I wanted to tell you is, previous classes we have been practicing CSS, and we have done quite a lot of CSS. You can see we have practiced around more than 25 files, right? So each one you have learned few things. Um, uh, right. If you take a look at the last few sessions, right, especially this one, what we have done here, even just like a real website's top banner part, we were formatting this one, which means we are making it look really nice. Hope you have practiced it, right? So we're going to continue some more stuff today, right? So I'm going to teach you some more stuff today, like working with images opacity, like which means how you can make the images transparent and so on. Plus, we will be working with a navigation bar, how to build a navigation bar. We'll see whether we can fit a navigation bar to this place. And I wanted to show you something like how you can put a fluid container here, which means even if you if you open it in a very big screen, and even if your web page is very small, which means what you display here, it is very small. From this left corner to the right corner, you can have a stretched background or even a background color, which will add a very nice effect to your website. Let's see how we can do that part as well. So let's proceed with this lesson. Right, I'm going to first start teaching you about how we can do that part, the stretchy background part. We will do that part and we'll go to the other sections, right? Okay. Um, we have done quite a lot of things here. Let's open some more examples and see the previous ones that we have done. Okay. So we have been working on these block elements, inline elements, max width, min width, all these kind of things we have been practicing. Okay, right, fine, fine. So let's work on this example now. I like to save this file as a separate file and continue, which gives me more uh, freedom to make modifications. So 29th file, right? So let's open the 29th file that is here, and let me open the 29th file from here also. So no change, it's the same thing, right? Okay. Now carefully watch what I'm doing, right? Let's scroll down here. Now see, there is a section called banner here, right? Banner here. So I'm going to first of all add something called here, right? I'm going to add a class called banner wrap, WRAPPER. I don't know whether I taught you this one. In VS Code, when you're coding, when you want to create something like div space class banner, you can simply create like dot banner, and if you press the tab key, VS Code will automatically create this div part for you, and this is very convenient for us to work. And if you want to select an ID tag, this should work. Let's try. Let's call this one as this should work. Can you see that when you press the tab key, it adds a ID attribute. Okay, so I'm interested in creating a class attribute now. So I'm going to write like this: dot banner dash WRAPPER wrapper, right? Press the tab key. So we get a section created like this. Okay, I'm not going to do any modifications to that. No, not doing any modifications to that. Um, I am going to write a code for this, and I'll show you what happens. Right, my banner code is starting here. Since my banner wrapper is coming on top of banner, I like to add the code right here at the top. Right after the body, I will be adding the code. So it is easy for me to later locate the codes as well. I will write div dot banner dash wrap. And I can give a height and width first, right? So height, let's give 100 px. Width, let's give 200 px. background color. We'll give a very vibrant color so that we can see red color. Let's reload and see. Okay, that is the div part which comes here. Okay, I don't want it to be just 100 pixels height and 200 pixels in wide. I want this to take the entire width. So therefore I'm going to take the width as 100%. So when I reload, you can see it stretches across the web page. Okay, it stretches across the web page. And let's see what happens if you don't give a height and it becomes invisible, right? It's not visible. For the time being, let's give a height as well. I'm not interested in this particular color. I'm going to go for a color like, let's say, let's go for a black color. Right, we added a black color background, right? Okay, let it be like that. Now the trick is, now what I want to do is, now when you go to the HTML part, here you can see when a div tag starts, you give a ID tag or a class tag and you nicely give a name. Here, today's example, we will be writing one div tag inside another div tag. So therefore, I want to keep things simple. I will write a finishing, that means a comment to the div part, finishing part, so I can easily locate that. I will say end of banner wrapper, so anybody can locate it, right? Now see what I'm doing. I'm just cutting the last part, Control X, and I'm going to go under the banner which is finishing here, line number 91. It is finishing, so press the enter key and I paste it here. Okay, right, so I'll keep it over here and I will push this one inside like that. Once more, that's fine. And let's reduce the spaces. If you take a look at it, now the code is very much neat. You can see inside the banner wrapper, you have the banner. Now let's reload and see. And you can see that goes behind this one. So if I make the size very small, which like this, it is nicely stretching across my web page, leaving my content in the center, right? Okay. I don't want to add the height here. So let's remove the height and see what would happen. Because when you remove the height, it should automatically adjust itself. So it nicely gets adjusted according to the, according to the size of my banner, right? So according to that size, it's getting adjusted. So now if you zoom in or zoom out, it's going to nicely keep it stretched across the web page. So that will be very beautiful for you to build. Okay, right. I'm not going to change anything else. I'm going to just leave it like this for that part. Okay. Since that part is also done, let's do one more thing, right? So we can build the footer also the same way. Okay, I want to have something created like this. Let's go to the HTML part. Now let the footer be like this. I will be adding my content here. It's not formatted yet. We will be adding one more tag here. So you know how to do that tag. Dot, let's say, footer wrapper. I want to move this part down here, and I want to push this one a little bit inside, and I want to change the code like this. Now it's perfect. Right, let's reload that. So no change in this one. Let's scroll up and do some CSS code for that. Right, okay, banner is finishing here. So let's go. First of all, let's type div dot footer dash wrapper. So all I need to give is width 100%. And I need to set a background color also, that's all. So if you like a different color, you can give a different color. Let's give this color and see. So that the entire section is taken. Don't worry about that size and all. We will fix that, right? Okay, now let's go to our footer section. If you like, you can write the code like this: div footer dash wrapper, then div dot footer, you can do the code, right? First of all, I'm going to change the color to white color or silver color. So the text is there. Then you can put alignment and all. We can do that part, right? Okay. I'm not going to do something like that. I'm going to set the width first of all. Let's set the width to 1000 px. Right. And I will type margin auto, which will take my actual footer to the center nicely. It's coming and fitting it here. Color text, that's fine, right? So I like to give a height also for that, right? Like this. So we have added a footer there. It's a tall footer. We can design it separately, how it wants to come there. That's fine, right? Okay. Inside that you can put some more information there. Right? Okay. So inside the footer, if you want, you can put some other stuff, right? I'm going to put something like this. I want to make things beautiful. That's why I just doing these things in front of you. All the things that you have already used, I'm using it. Div, I like to use like this. Dot footer dash box. Let's say footer box. That's a footer box. So I'm going to write inside a footer box. Inside a footer box, I'm going to put a h3 tag. Under that, I'm going to type a list item. That means ul, and I'm going to create a list item. I'll just type text item 1, text item. Let's type something. We can format it later. Right, so we'll have things like this, right? I will have a heading here. Let's have a simple, then there's no formatting done yet, so you have to make it look nice. Okay. And I'm going to have something like this. One footer box is there. Let me format it and come. After that, I'll do some more. Each of my footer boxes are inside here, so I will code it like this. Div dot footer box, right? I'm going to add all together 4 footer boxes. So I'm going to give width of each one is going to be 450 pixels. Box sizing will be border box. Height, okay, I can give each one height like 200 px, right? Let's give a border first of all. Border. Border, let's give 1 px solid silver, and border top none, border bottom none. So either sides only, it's coming for the time being, it's coming like that, but we can put something like something like that. We can work around that. And I like to have a padding also there. Padding, I like around 10 px. Left and right, I like 20 px. So that's how it goes. So I think something went up. Let's say footer wrapper, let's say margin top x. So from that we can have a margin if you want, right? For the time being, I will leave it. Later I'll remove that. Okay. So one set of things done, right? One set of thing is done. Excuse me. Right. Let us format this one a little bit further. Right. So we can put another set of these things here. So you can, according to a real footer, you can nicely format it later. We will add something beautiful here, right? Okay. When you design that fully, it'll look better, right? Okay. So let's take these things again. And inside that, if H3 comes, so I'm going to say font size, let's say 18px. So 18px is too much, like 14 seems good. 14px. If you want, you can put a color. I'm not going to change the color. So I'm going to again take this. This time we will format the UL part. And first of all, I'm going to say list style, going to say none. So when I say list style none, see what happens. The bullets will disappear. And I'll say padding, I'll set it to 0. Then that will nicely come and align like this. Okay, and I want the font size also to be smaller. So because in the footer we put small fonts, that will be nice, right? So let's try a line height also. So that seems to be nice. If it is too much, so this seems all right for me, right? So I'm going to leave it like that. So sample heading, simple heading. This is what I'm going to create. You can put something like this. Short contacts, right? And you can say Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, tell me another one. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, something like that, right? Okay, and in front of that you can put an icon also, right? So this is where we can use the things, because we have learned how to use these things. What do you call Fontasm? I think I taught you how to do that part. Can't remember where did I put that. Which Google Fonts. Doesn't matter, I'll add it. In your coding, you have to add these things. Fontasm and JSOL is there, right? It is there. So we can write something like this. FAS, FA, user. Let's see whether it is working. Yeah, it's working. Oh, I pressed a key combination. Students, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Students, there's a small problem happened. I pressed a key combination. My desktop is a new desktop has come. Does anybody know how to switch to that part? The other desktop? Allah. How can I go? How do I switch? Oh my God. Uh, 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 right. Got it. Thank you. Oh, thank God. Right. Facebook is not coming, so I will get it quickly. Want to some icons. How to add the Facebook part? It'll be there. We go for only for free ones. Facebook is possible. Let's get this one. Code should be FA brands. Right. It's easy for us to copy paste like that. Let's see whether we can get that. Yeah, Facebook is there. I want to Insta also. Insta this one. Let's get WhatsApp also. This one is better. Then I want YouTube. Let's get this one. Finally, we have the LinkedIn. We'll take this one. Okay, now let's reload the page. So if you, I can zoom in and show you. Now see, we have properly add the formatting icons, right? So we have done them. So this will be useful for you. You would have seen these things in real life. Okay. If this is, you want big icons, that you can do it so nicely later, right? I'm going to do something here later. Right. To save the time, I'm going to copy paste these things. 2, 3, 4. Right. Then I'm going to come to the footer boxes. Then I'm going to say float left. I need to just take everything to the left side. Then you can see all the things are coming nicely like that. So, but the thing is, you're not going to put same thing here. Excuse me. Right. You don't need to create the same thing here. Right. Down here, I'm going to add the icons again, right? So watch this. So let's put a div here. Last one is done. I'll put a HR tag. So we get a HR tag like that. So we'll code it here, how it looks. Let us not do like that. We'll do it something else. Okay. It's taking too long. I'll put another div here. Inside the footer, I'll put a final, this one. Dot footer. I'll say footer icons. So I'm just going to have some area saying copyright and all. Just saying footer icons here. So I'm going to edit over here. I will delete this HR tag. Let's come here. I'm going to say width is going to be 100%. 100%. I'll give a height of maybe 100 px. Border dash top 1 pixel, solid white. Let's see whether it's visible now. Seems not working. Let's say, give me a second. It should work. Margin top 10. Okay. Put icons. I have to give float left. Okay, now it's there, right? Fine. So we can give border dash top. So that's a line coming like that. I don't know whether you are understanding what I'm trying to do. Yeah. So I'm going to say text align center. Let's go to the code and we'll type all rights reserved. What I'm doing in front of you is a small layout design. What we have learned in CSS, I'm adding together and formatting a small part and showing you, right? Otherwise, no use if you can't use the things that you have learned to do something, then no use, right? That's what I'm just trying to show you. Then again, you say copyright, let's say 2023. All right, so let's say your company name is, let's say, best soft, right? So best soft, this is what your company name is. Let's reload that. So that comes to the center line like that, and it stays like that, no problem. So let's go up again to the coding, and let's say padding top 20 pixels, and box sizing, border box, so it won't increase the total height. So it comes like that, and I'm going to say inside this, if a paragraph comes, The paragraph should be smaller. Size. Isn't that a paragraph? Okay, let's make it a paragraph. Right. Now see what happens. So it changes like that. And I'm going to put some icons again here to make it prettier. So let's put okay. I'm going to have the icons inside that paragraph. So I'm going to make use of the same stuff. Is my line is clear? It's very heavily raining here. Can one of you confirm, please?
Sir.
Hello? Is my line is clear?
Yes, sir, very clear.
Okay, thank you. Right, see the icons, we have added them, right? Okay. So each one, once the mouse pointer comes, you can put it a different color according to what you want, right? So I can format that one also, right? Under the footer box, icons. We can say so we can make that one a little bit bigger. 24 down. So I think the overall height we will have to increase of the footer. 250, too much. Yeah. This is fine, right? Okay. Now, only one thing I'll do. Inside that, there's an icon. And if it is hover, let's say color blue. I think you will get my point, what I'm trying to do. Now see. Oh. Of icons. Let's say brands. There's a small hiccup. We will do that one separately, okay? I think I can't locate it. Oh, that code is not working. For the time being, we don't need that. Let's leave it. What's this? Each icon. There is something wrong with this. It's not working. I can't get it over it in the settings. I can't change. It's very strange. Let me try. From there, I can do it. That is what I was trying to do, children. So if you like, you can do that part. I don't have the whole time to do it. Something wrong. That's why not working. You can get it done like this, right? Later. Okay, hope you understand that how you can simply build the footer bar like this, right, for your page, and whatever the width of it, it will nicely stretch across your page and it will stay. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to build the content. Yeah, so we'll slowly do that part as well. Okay, before that we will do a lesson and come. I like to do another lesson quickly. Let me create a file, blank file. Demo 30 HTML. In this one, I'm going to show you let's see how to work with image opacity, also known as transparency. Okay. So I'll add an image. IMJSRC images. There are a lot of images. So let's take one photo. There's a profile picture here. Let's first of all open the web page, how it looks. So that's the picture. This is the original size. Here you can type for the image, you can type a code. Okay. You can simply type opacity. But when you type the opacity, you can type 0.1 you can type. And when you reload this, you will see the picture is very washed out, like you can display a picture. Okay, that is what the opacity property does. We will do one more thing just to practice that. When the mouse pointer comes over, right, let's change this to something like 9. So when you reload that, if the mouse pointer comes, then you can see image opacity changes. When the mouse pointer comes, it becomes more visible. Other than that, it is not visible. Okay, right, once again. Once the mouse pointer comes here, you can see it is visibility becomes 100% or closer to 100%. So when the mouse pointer comes over, you can set this to 1, which means 100%, like that. Okay, so that is just, I wanted to tell you that. In between that one, you can put a transition also. If you put a transition, and you can give a value like opacity We'll set a time also. So it's a half a second delay will be there. So do you see that? Slowly it becomes visible. So when you have a gallery of pictures, we'll nicely make this one into a gallery like. I have 10 pictures like that. Then what I will do is we will copy paste this image. So you have a lot of pictures like this, but when the mouse pointer comes over like this, you can create an effect like that. Okay, you can create an effect like this, right? So that's very nice for you to create image galleries and all. We can beautifully create that using this one, right? Okay, there are so many things that you have to learn in CSS more, but I'm teaching you the more I mean quite simply that you can use, as well as which will be useful, as well as where you can make use of these things in real projects. That is why I'm just showing you these things. Okay, right, so that will be enough for that particular part, image opacity, right? Okay, let's proceed with the lesson. We will try to build a navigation bar today, right? So navigation bar, and I will build some profile card. With that one, I will conclude the CSS part for you. So a navigation bar like thing, I'll show you how to build it for you. So after that, we will stop doing CSS and I will give an introduction for you to Bootstrap. With that one, we will conclude the course, right? Okay. Let's check. Right. I like to do that one in my previous project 29. So I'm going to duplicate that one and take it as 31st project, 31. Right. 31. Let's open that file first in our project window. Same file. So we're going to put up something here, right? Okay, let's go to our web page. Right, first of all, we'll scroll to the place where we're going to add the content. I'm going to go right after the banner, right? Before the footer, I'm going to add my content. I can create my content inside nicely, right? So that doesn't matter. I can beautifully create that. Okay, so what I would like to do is, first of all, the chat window has come. Okay. There's some quite a bit of code I have to write for this. Since I have some list item already having there, I might have some problems. If so, I will have to fix them as well, because I'm going to work with the list item, right? Okay, let's try that one. First of all, let's create a list item here. Let's create our list item here, right? So that which means a banner navigation bar here. So I will create a UL. I'll go with the UL tag and I will type list items, and each list item is a link and it will have a class. Sometimes it might need it, right? So later we will use that one. One is called active. I'll call that one Y because it's going to be displayed something different. That's going to be displayed as I'm not going to give a real link for that. Let's give like this, right? Okay. So let's have about 4 links, right? Okay. Um, and I can't put active for everything. No. Let's change these things. Let's save this code and see how it looks. So it looks like this. Doesn't matter. It doesn't look very neat at all, but it is visible inside our page. We can modify this, right? Okay. Right. So that HTML is enough. Now we'll go to the code in here. We can have a special class like for this navbar or something, so it'll be easy for us to build it also. Without that also we'll try, right? Okay. Going to build my navigation bar here. Let's put a comment. First of all, I'll type UL and I'll type visibility hidden. Let's go and reload the page. So it is affecting everything, students, of mine. So that is a problem for my web page. So I need to specifically target this and do. So I can't do it like that. I will say dot navbar. I'll say navbar. Okay, so only this part will be affected. So I need to put that code inside here. I can say class navbar. Now let's come here. Now let's reload. Only that part is getting only that part is disappearing, right? Okay. Now we will write the code. First thing I'm going to write is list style, and I'm going to say type, list style type. Let's make that one first of all none. Okay. So what that will do is it'll remove the bullets first. Next, what we will do is we'll set the margin and padding 0. Margin 0 px. Padding also 0 px. So let's reload this. Right, so it moves to the top left corner. That's fine. Now I'm going to give something like background color. Let's give a background color. Background color, let's give a light or a dark gray color. I think let's see whether that works. It's not bad. And we can give something like overflow hidden to do the fine adjustment. Let me show you that. Okay, overflow, I have set it. Now let's again work on this. Next part, we're going to say each list items, that of course, which comes under this one. Each list item, I'm going to say float left. Float left. Okay. Next step, what I'm going to do is when I give the float left, you can see all these items are coming like this and staying, right? Okay. Let's do the next one. I'm going to say under each let's start now bar list item, each link right? I want to display in a way so that it will be nicely taking space, right? Every list I want to display as a block item. So display, let's say block, let's say color, let's give white, right? And let's say text align center, and padding value will set 14px and 16px. And let's remove the underline by adding text decoration, none. If I reload that, see what happens to this part. Okay, so they become like this now. Not bad, not bad at all. Okay, so next what we do is, if the mouse pointer comes over, like say, like this, hover, right? And let's say not also I can use, which means if it is having a active, uh, if it having active class, only that one will not be affected. All the other things will be affected. So this is a new thing that you're learning. These are pseudo classes. And when you say not, so you can give not, and if you give within the parentheses, if you give the class names, it will leave these things inactive, right? So I'm going to say background dash color, background dash color. Let's give let's color like that. And so when the mouse pointer comes over, they are changing to that particular color, but not this one, right? Okay. So, but if we have a list item with the sorry, the class active, we can write a code, right? That is, it's actually a part, and it has active. So we can write, we'll just write only active, right? So let's change the background color. Let's give it a light color of a green color, right? Okay. Let's try whether blue is coming. Green is not coming. A hash I had to put, I think. Yeah. So that kind of, I'm referring a code and doing it to you, right? So it's easy then in that way. So in that case, which when I refresh that, so that will look like that. So I think in this project, we can put this color here. It will be nicely matching. So let's go there. Let's take that color. This is the color. Let's keep this one. So you can get that like that, right? So, but red is a little bit prominent color. So that's what it is coming like that. Okay. Now, students, the thing is, navigation bar is done. Only thing is we need to set it up, the size and everything, right? So we need to make it from here, just item nav bar, we have to say, um, we have to say margin auto. Let's see whether it can go and set to the center. No, we have to give a width for that. Then only it will be setting the width. We'll say width 1000 px. So nicely it comes and set to this place. So if you want a background color going through that one, you can nicely have a div tag or something added again, and you can start working on that. I hope you understand this part, what I'm trying to teach you. Okay, and hopefully if you want, you can float one part to this side also. That's also possible. Let me try that code for you. Let's go here. I'm going to manually do this coding to you. right? So I'm going to take the last one here. Last one, I will type a style here and I will type float right. See what happens when I write float right. Okay, I made a mistake. I need to put this one inside the list item. So when you reload that, only that one item you can take it to the other side. All the other items will stay in this side, right? So if you really wish how to do that part, okay? And only this item, if you want to put it in that particular color, you know how to do it, right? You can simply add this one here. You can put a class and you can say active. And now both will be in red, right? So, but we don't need this one. So you can take off this active part from there. And there you go. You get a nice navigation bar done. Okay. So this kind of a thing you can very beautifully create. Okay. You can very beautifully create for your web page. Our next class, we shall put some content here, maybe another 3, this kind of a thing. These kind of card designs we can create nicely. Under that part, we can design it. Under the main menu, we can design some stuff like that. These kind of things. Let's create this one of these kind of things next week. I'll try to download a PNG image like that. These kind of things very easily you can create. Okay, so only thing is we will have to download some suitable characters if you're building. Or if you're building something like a real photos like this, we can make use of photos from the internet. We can download and use and create. So anything that you see in the screen, we should be able to build it as it is, right? So I have done around 80% like to what you have seen in websites. See, looks like a real full website. Okay, I hope you like it, and I hope you. So can you send this file? Yes, I will send it with now. And I want all of you people to understand that you people are staying and you're learning these things. The thing is, the more that you practice like this, you can create. Now in front of you only I built it this, and it didn't every day, like we spend a couple of minutes or hours to build this. And with the settings that we have learned, or the codes that we have learned, with the minimum amount of code, see, maybe how many lines, like not even 200 lines of code, see, less than 200 lines of code, CSS codes, 150 lines codes. We have taken our design from nothing to from nothing to this level, right? So I'm doing that for only one reason. From what you have learned, you should be able to build that confidence. You should have. That is one thing. Number two, these things are highly job related ones. If you want to take it up as a freelancer job or something, now after learning these things, I will final class I will share some more resources where you can learn web designing more on your own, where you can follow tutorials and how you can become a better web developer. I'll show you some tutorials and I'll tell you what are the order that you have to learn the tutorials as well. Then that will help you to become a better developer, right? So within this short time period which have been given to us, I'm trying my level best to understand, make you understand the importance of the web designing and the things that you can do with the web designing. And basically we learned basic two technologies. One is HTML, the other one is CSS. Last one we're going to learn is Bootstrap. Most probably next class we can start that part. And if I do that one, minimum another 2 classes I will do in Bootstrap. We don't have to learn everything in Bootstrap. Only the beginning part, how to create Bootstrap enabled websites. Rest of the things I will show you how to customize the websites, so you can use your CSS knowledge to customize the website and do your work very well. Okay. Okay, students, I think that's the time that is allocated for us. Let me zip the file and send you now. Um, no problem. I can send the whole thing. I'll send you. Yeah, this is the file. Now here I'm going to add it to everybody. Please take that file. It is just 2 point some megabytes. 2 point. 2.83 MB file, right? Getting uploaded, right? Please download the file. Suleha, did the file come?
Yes, sir.
Okay, download it and keep it. Please practice along with that. Keep a copy of my files and you can practice. Okay, good luck and God bless you all. See you in another class. Take care. Bye. Suleha, I will leave so you can download and stop the session now.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, welcome.